We should- so like we can talk about it and we can do it, but it's like you have to like save photos on your phone and then like you have to edit them in Canva and like things like that. So I know I've done vision boards with my team and we just took magazines. This is like a cuter idea because you can take like, I don't know, pictures of like Summit or other things like that. So she kind of walks you through doing a vision board. So it's up to you, Abby, if you want me to talk about it. And then it probably doesn't take too long, but I did write down like this takes 5 minutes. This takes this amount of minutes. But it talks about your dreams, your business goals, small goals. So like she talks about finding your photos and then printing them off on Shutterfly because I guess it's free to do that. I guess for like 15 photos or something. So like it's something we can like talk about doing and then you can actually do it and then we can share them. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, if you want to.
I
I think that'd
think
be
we
awesome.
do have to write some things down. So okay. So back in August, I was gifted a Success Club call with Moira Kudavi. I can't say her last name. Moira, she's a very popular coach in the Beachbody world. Also, if you guys don't know about this secret society for Success Club, you need to get into it. If you hit Success Club every month, you can opt into this group. And at Summit, I actually got like a little ribbon to put on my badge that said Secret Success Club. And people are like, what is that? So people don't, it's secret unless you hit Success Club every month. So you get like a free gift every month. It's not like clothing or anything, but it's like, they're like in October, I didn't do this one because I was like, I'm not staying up to do this, but we carved pumpkins with Jared. I think November is what I missed that one too. There was like there's always ones with like a super trainer, but this one was with Moira. So if you hit Success Club, start putting your name in that. We can add you to that group because it's part of the Platinum Presenters group, but you get freebies. I know Abby and I are going to be, I think there's one January 7th, isn't it? The next one. And it's with is it Brene Brown? Is that how you say it? Brene Brown, the author. And it's like going to be like a leadership talk. So I actually won't be on the call that night because it's at the same time as our call, but so I'm going to get some information for you guys. But yeah, you get like freebies. So it's really cool. But anyways, so she talks about having to change your identity. And if you've ever planned on change, so you have to change your identity in order to change your behavior, right? So vision is part of your identity. So posting pictures on your board is what you would do instead of like posting words. And you need to be in a positive state of mind versus a negative state of mind when you're doing this, because otherwise it's not going to help you out in the long run. So first we would need a blank sheet of paper. So you guys can like visualize this because I don't know if we're actually going to do it, but there are tasks to do. So, and then you're going to answer the questions of if you had all the time and money in the world, what would your life look like and how would you spend your days? So I would just get a notepad out and we'll do 5 minutes of this. I actually didn't even do this myself when I did the call because I was waiting to do this with you guys. So we'll set a timer for 5 minutes. And you're going to write down, if you had all the time and money in the world, what would your life look like and how would you spend your days? So I'm going to set a timer. 5 minutes. make sure you guys are being very clear with your vision when you're writing your things out, okay? How are we doing? 1 minute, unless you guys are done. Okay, that's time. Are we good? Okay. So being clear with your vision. When you're envious of someone's home, marriage, or life in general, that's a clear picture of what you want for you. Use other people and use as examples of what you want. We're meant to chase the things we're envious of. So I know that we always do the comparison game and, oh, I wish I could do that. And those are things like if you're very passionate about it, then you should go chase it and, try to bring that into fruition for yourself. So on another blank sheet of paper, so this is like where you're gonna like put your pictures. You're gonna make 16 boxes. I don't have a piece of paper to do that on right now. So it'll be 16 squares, 3 lines across, 3 lines down. I don't know if that makes 16. So you're gonna look at your vision and what you wrote down. So that's exactly what you just wrote. Does that make 16? I'm really good at math. Okay. So think about 16 dreams, 3 to 4 business, your goals, your visions, your dreams. And then, so we're gonna do 5 minutes of this. And then you can also put like small things like she put like new purse or like going to Target. So you're gonna do 3 to 4 business dreams, and then the rest can be whatever you want. So 5 minutes for that. The 16 dreams.
$16 is a lot.
I wrote 3 and I was like, okay.
I was super gung ho about it too, and then I counted and I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh.
My main dream is that all the dishes get done on their own. Ugh. I don't want
A
to do
maid
dishes.
is definitely on my list. Like a vision
Oh,
board of
yeah.
paying a cleaning lady is legitimately on my list.
I don't want to be the cleaning person anymore.
Yes.
And a potty trainer. Send a potty trainer.
Yes.
Like baby boot camp.
Okay. So if you don't have the 16, don't worry about it. So now I guess we can do this on our phone. I forgot about this part. So now we're gonna find pictures. So she didn't want you to spend too much time on each picture because that'll take up a lot of time, but like obviously we can spend like a couple minutes on it and then you can do the rest after. So she said you can Google search like whatever you wrote down, or if it's like your own photos you want to use, make an album in your phone for each box. So the 16 things you just wrote down, or the 5 things you wrote down, or whatever you wrote down, you can just make an album on your phone and you're going to put those things in there. And then if you guys have word swag, I can use Canva, so I would use that. You can add words to the photo so that you would know exactly like what the goal was to that, and it's not just a photo. I was gonna download word swag because I know I used to have it, but I don't have it anymore. So you can add words to that photo, but you don't have to do that like right now. And then she says you can use Shutterfly to upload photos from the album, select the photos you want and create an album, name it Vision Board, and then order what you found so far. And a 4x4 print is free. So I guess we can do this for free. So we'll try it out. So Addie, I don't know, how long do you want to give us to do this? Because this might take a while.
Whatever we want to do. All I was going to do after this was if we wanted to talk out loud about goals and vision, and then just give you guys some time to kind of dig into your businesses as we push for the new year. So we
Okay.
could set the timer and then people can finish it even this week as we get into the new year, if that works. I did not know you can order free on Shutterfly. That's pretty sweet.
I did
Well,
not know that
that
either.
side.
Yeah, they're just little, but all
I've
right,
gotten
I'll do.
I've gotten that size printed at like Walmart, and they're not free. They're actually more expensive than the like normal size, which is weird.
That's interesting. I'll set a timer for 10 minutes. I think that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, that was 10 minutes. That's hard. I did not get half mine.
I think it's nice because you can do your own photos or like you said, like quotes or online photos too.
Yeah. I got 9 of my 13 done. Okay,
I got 8.
that's all I got. So hopefully you guys thought that was fun, but we're not done with it yet. We'll have to put them together.
So did she recommend like putting like in your office space or like just somewhere where you can see it and
Yeah,
remind
she
yourself that
suggests putting it like on a cork board and having it like somewhere like in your office or wherever you do your work so that you are looking at it and it's like gonna be positive and kind of give you like some energy to just go forward. So I thought this was more fun to do than like a regular one where you're just like looking for words to cut out and put them on something. This is like putting more meaning behind it, I think. And you have to think about it. Like you had to write stuff down and then now you have to find pictures to go with it.
yeah, it's almost like flapping the order versus like just like searching in a magazine for like
Random
something
things.
clicks. It's
Something
like
to
this-
pop out at you.
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
The one
perfect.
we made last year is hanging up in my office still over like
Yeah, I still have mine too, but I don't ever look at it because it's in my basement at my desk.
Oh,
that I don't
really?
look at.
surprisingly I accomplished like a sugar
I
sugar
have to
amount
go
of
look at mine and see what I
stuff
even
on it.
put on there. 'Cause I don't know.
We actually had the word baby with like the question mark on it. So I was
Oh,
like, ooh. I think the only thing I really jacked up was like I didn't get any massages this year. There was like I keep trying to get I don't have time to squeeze in one more before this kid comes out. So I'm like, oh, can chiropractics count?
yeah, why
So
not?
I'm like, okay, and I accomplished that at least. Yay. So, but no, I was looking at it the other day and I was showing Alex. I'm like, oh look at all the things I accomplished. I got new glasses. Whoa. I need to see the baby. Show me the baby.
She has
Hi,
so much
sweetie.
hair.
She does. The
You
cake
passed your hearing test today. We're not deaf, so that's
I
good.
saw that.
I knew she wasn't. She reacts to sound just fine.
Hold on, am I everybody?
It's just scary when they tell you your newborn can't hear and you're like, oh, so we're
Say
gonna go
hi.
home and Connor's like, I guess we have to learn sign language. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go there yet, but okay.
Aw.
He hears me talking to you guys, so he wants to say hi. And we're done.
He's wild. So I think maybe, Abby, do we want to do like next week where we share them?
Yeah, I think we
It
can
kinda
give
gives us,
people
like
a goal.
a goal to accomplish.
Yeah, and
Well,
I
I don't
think
know,
if we-
how long does Shutterfly take to deliver though? That's the only thing.
I don't know if it's free if they like set it to something.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll have to check on that because that could hold everybody up. I
even
think it'd be fun if like, or we can wait until everybody's done with theirs and then we can share, because that would be like a fun call to do and just learn about what everyone else is working towards.
yeah, we can share even I mean, it's not going to be free, but that you can print them for like a few cents.
Yeah, I know Walgreens is super cheap.
Yeah, we could try to do it maybe not next team call, but into January one of them, because
Yeah.
I know it's crazy right now in between the holidays, and I think this could be awesome. And everything that we always talk about in here is like, okay, make sure you have this vision and these goals you're working towards and these dreams, because that's what's going to get you out of bed in the morning. It's not the, oh, I can't wait to invite people. That's what I'm excited for. It's like, I can't wait to invite people because, and you fill in the blank based on what is driving you. And I think Corinne mentioned it like at the beginning, we are shifting what the messaging is for our company. It doesn't mean, I don't feel like we're shifting what we're offering, but I love that the company is behind it all. And I shared some really cool documents on our team page. That's like the health esteem tracker for January that we got through the same girl that in a free resource through the same girl that we get the post from for Elevate Gym, and a couple cool things that we can offer our clients. And I think just kind of having that mindset and knowing that what we're doing really does align with the company we're with is really powerful. So I challenge you guys, and obviously these aren't just business goals and visions, but this business can make your other goals and dreams and visions come true. So I hope you do take some time to do this. And even if you're going to share, I'm so sorry. I have not slept very long in like 5 days. So I would say maybe you don't want to feel comfortable sharing your whole thing, but maybe you can share 1 or 2 things that are really driving you. And I really do hope we can build this momentum. We can build this energy like we used to have. I swear it was like around March timeframe, like we were on fire. And I know things come up and it's like life, but at the same time, I hope this new year is something that you guys are looking forward to and something that you are getting excited for, because the coolest thing about this business is you can do whatever you want with it. It's not just you must do it this way or that way, or you have to work these hours. It's like you can literally make it work for you and you can reach your big goals. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. The last thing I'll say is I was listening to some podcasts, and it's interesting to me. A lot of them are saying this week between Christmas and New Year's to take some time. Don't go into the new year burnt out and exhausted. Take some time, be with your families, enjoy life and relaxing and slowing down while you're kind of brainstorming and making these goals and like figuring out where you want to go for 2023. And I love that because I'm the type of person that is like, go, go, go all the time. But it's kind of cool to sit back and just take a moment of silence and be like, seriously, where do I see my business going, my life going in 2023? And how can you make it happen? And just get really clear about it versus never having enough time to sit and actually think. And I think Melanie Mitro said it, Brad, who is the mindset coach, and someone else said it. And I was like, wow, okay. I feel like this is a sign that I need to slow down this week, take it all in and be ready to jump in and just remember why you're doing this. And I think we can be super successful. And Beachbody, everyone starts fresh on January 1. Like all your points for like leadership and everything, like everyone's equal. So I think that's a really cool thing as well. Like, who says you can't be premier or elite? Like, everyone's starting with a blank slate. And I know we got like all of you are showing up here and you have a purpose and a vision and you want this so bad, whatever that looks like based on your goals. And I think if we all stay motivated and just remember that, I think we're going to feel that energy and really do amazing things. New Year's are fun. Like, it does feel like a clean slate to kind of kickstart things. So how are you guys feeling? Was Christmas good? Are you guys feeling like this week is a little crazy? Are you excited for the new year? Any thoughts going into it?
My post tomorrow is talking about how I've been struggling in my business and how I'm in a new season. But what's nice about this business is it's always going to be there, and I can pick up where I left off and nothing has changed. I'm not going to lose my job. So that's the luxury of this opportunity that we have upon us. So giving myself some grace to just hop back in. I've like literally just have had no ambition to do anything. And today I was just like, get out of that funk. Because guess what? This is what's paying for the rest of your maternity leave. So, and there's no one to blame but myself. And I was like, I'm not really blaming myself, but I gave myself 2 weeks and now I need to get going on something. So I had hit my goal for the month, like right in the beginning. So, but I was like, I'm good. So I need to stop doing that. But
No, thanks for sharing that. I feel like it is tough because I can relate in a different way. Like if you're tired and mentally exhausted, it is hard to even like do the simple things. Like it took me forever to put words to my post today. I still don't even know if they made logical sense because my brain is tired. Like my entire body is tired. So if we can focus in on like finding that energy, finding what excites us, what's getting us to show up, I think that will be the difference versus kind of going through the checklist and like forcing it. But it is like Corinne said, she wants to find that energy and that momentum. And maybe it is a shift in your business. Maybe it is something that feels better, but it is so much harder to do stuff when you're not feeling it. So I hope you guys do find something that excites you. And maybe it's not even business related. Maybe you're like super passionate about something like, okay, example, Green just had a baby. She could talk all day long about going from 1 to 2 kids. And I bet you she's going to connect with a lot of people. And that's her season of life. And it looks different and it's crazy, but like throw in some health and fitness stuff, talk on your story so people can relate to you and just go for it, because I know that you guys have your people out there. And if you're sitting here thinking like, I don't know who my people are, I think that's a really good first step for your business, because you shouldn't be talking to the whole everyone. You should be talking to people that are your people, so you actually can have genuine like human normal conversations with them easily because you have stuff in common. And I think that's kind of the turning point that I saw in my business when I stopped talking to everyone and started talking to my people, which looks different every season of life. That was super powerful for me. But you are doing awesome, Kareen. I know your husband's working a lot and like all the things, you're not feeling good. And I think it will come. But even if you're just doing the minimum and sharing your life right now, I think people are going to keep watching, which is pretty cool. Oh, she's so tiny.
I just want to smell her. Like, I just want to smell her. Call me weird.
These have the sweetest smells. Oh, well, until they like fart or poop or something, then you're like, oh, cool. How's everyone else feeling going into the new year?
Exhausted and overwhelmed, but ready.
Do you feel like this week exhausted and like overwhelmed thinking about the new year, you're like, holy crap.
I'm exhausted from being sick for the past month and a half, and then having Steven sick and Bellamy sick and all the holidays and trying to keep up because I didn't take any time off. I don't know why. I just powered through all my jobs. So I worked all 3 jobs while being sick. So like you said, I think I just need to take a few days to slow down and reset for the new year.
Yes, especially if you can feel the exhaustion. I think it'll help you get just a clear head and just really be able to refocus, because we're all the same way. We have all the things we want to do. We don't want to stop. It's easier to keep going than sit in silence and actually think about life. And honestly, I'd keep going if I wasn't so tired and like brain dead, but I don't even have an excuse. We drove through the night to our Christmas to see family, and then we drove through the night on our way home. So I literally lost like 2 nights of sleep. And that's my only complaint, but I'm exhausted. So I can only imagine how all of you guys feel. And it's just, I think it's super important. And I know we talked about having this week be the push, and really just like getting people started. But I think you need to listen to what's right for you. Like for me, I'm going to be following up with all the people that showed interest but weren't quite ready. But I'm not necessarily going to be inviting new people currently. I think I'm going to take that back and just focus on the content I'm sharing and free content I'm giving people and how I'm showing up and all that good stuff, hoping I can provide them something that's going to keep them coming back. But you have to do what's right for you. But taking no action is not always going to be the right thing. And action can be literally showing up for your workout and sharing it, sharing how you're feeling, relating to people. Like if Becky shared that she's overwhelmed and stressed, like I can guarantee everyone in the world could relate to her. So I hope you guys keep showing up in that perspective so people can connect with you, even though it's hard because we want to have it all together, but we don't. And that's okay. We really are beating ourselves up is what I've learned. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I wish I got up earlier. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. And then I'm like, I really just need sleep though. So I need to sleep in and I need to do this so I can actually feel human again. So I think it's just depending on how you feel, you need to do what's best for you in the moment. Because we do not want to go into the new year exhausted.
Yes, and I actually connected with somebody who ended up buying annual Bod and Body while she is sick out of her mind. But I was like, girl, I'm sick too. And this is when we do it so that when we feel better, we can start moving our bodies and get healthier. And I really did not expect to connect in that way. And then she bought it. So apparently, right now, the season that I'm connecting with is people who've been freaking sick out of their mind. But that's where I'm at.
I love that. You will connect with certain people based on what you share. So share it all. And yeah, and that's the truth. Like, you have this to turn back to. They have stretching, they have all the things, and it works. So like going back, hey, I know you're sick, but like this saves me when I'm not sick. Awesome. If you guys are feeling like creative and interested in doing something new that you haven't done before, there's a lot of things you can offer. You can think about doing a free group. You can think about doing like a sugar detox. You can think about doing a 3-day refresh. Like offer something catchy to people for the new year that gets them interested because they've heard forever from you. Oh, an accountability group with health and fitness and blah, blah, blah. Why don't you share something that might interest them? Maybe instead of saying health and fitness, like we've talked about before on past calls, you're saying fitness in 30 minutes or less that you can do from anywhere, that you can do with your babies, that you can do during nap time. And then maybe it's nutrition where you're not dieting, you're learning how to fuel your body and you're not restricting and you can still eat those Christmas cookies or that ice cream or whatever it is. Like, what if you decided to share more details about what we actually offer versus high level things like health and fitness and see how it goes, even if it's still plugging them into our original group? Because a lot of people I talk to don't realize what we actually offer. And they might just say no because they're like, I don't even know what she's talking about, but no, new is scary. So I think if you can get more detailed and really talk to your audience, I think that's been really helping me as well. And I really have been thinking about doing a 3-day refresh group because I know that helps so much. If you guys haven't done it, I really do recommend it. If you're feeling like bloated and blah after the holidays and the sugar and all the crap. But I'm not going to do it myself, so I haven't decided how exactly I feel about it. I think it can help a ton of people, but it is calorie deficient. And if you're breastfeeding, you don't want to be calorie deficient. You want to be opposite. So other people, I would strongly recommend it. But if that's something that interests you and you want to brainstorm with me how we can kind of promote it, I can help put together a group and all that good stuff. It works. It's a great kickstart to just feeling refreshed and better. All right. Anything else? I want you guys to just be able to do what works for you. Take it all in, think about it, and come back after the new year, which is crazy to say that I'll see you in the new year, but come back after the new year and hopefully we have this energy and this momentum, and maybe you have thought of something that really drives you and you're passionate about that you're going to run with. But you guys are doing awesome and I love seeing your faces. So I hope you have a good rest of the year, and if you need anything, just ask. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Good night.